So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Okay, so I was originally going to review the first one when it came out in 2023, but I realized I didn't know how to edit videos like this, so I scrapped it. It might come back in the future, but for now, it's not happening. Anyways, when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 got announced, I was hyped. The first film had some problems in it that probably needed to be fixed, and it looked like the sequel would fix those problems. Anyway, cut to modern day, December 12th. How did I think of the movie? I really liked it. Now, I know that's a controversial thing to say because it's not really doing well with reviews. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still some problems with it, but I don't think it should be having an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Anyways, we're supposed to be talking about the movie, so let's get into it. It's 1982 at the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We see Charlotte and we see that she doesn't really have a lot of friends, but she does have one friend, being Vanessa. Now this entire scene is great. The child actors that played Charlotte and Vanessa did a very good job at their acting. Anyways, Charlotte sees a kid being abducted by William Afton. Seeing this, she tries to get help from the parents, and the parents silence her. So Charlotte tries to go into that room and save the child. She manages to grab the child and save him, but eventually she gets stabbed by William Afton 3 times in the back. After that happened, Charlotte's body fell through the trapdoor while the puppet was rising from it, and we can see a shot of the puppet holding Charlotte's lifeless corpse while everyone is silent. I don't know about you, but I think this is a great beginning to a horror movie. Anyways, we see Vanessa, and we also see that she is having bad dreams about her father and working with him, while Abby has to deal with being disconnected from her friends at Freddy's. And also, Mike and Vanessa are dating in this movie. I really like how in this one it doesn't just focus on dreams, because, well, in the first one, Mike is just dreaming about his brother being kidnapped by William Afton. So yeah, that's a big step up. Good job, Blumhouse. Anyways, Abby has to do this robotics competition for Mr. Bird, played by Al McWiggin from Toy Story 2. So then he starts talking about how much he hates Five Nights at Freddy's and I guess 6, 7 or something. And then he goes up to Abby and is just basically telling her to not fulfill her dreams. And you can immediately tell that Mr. Bird in this movie is a jerk. Anyway, Abby goes to the original Freddy's to find her friends, but she doesn't end up finding them, which has Mike trying to find her. After Mike finds her, Abby finds this little device thing called the Fast Talker. And also Michael Afton is in this movie. For some reason he gets more characterization than he does in the game. Anyways, Michael Afton leads these paranormal investigators at the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. While doing so, this one lady, who's voiced by McKenna Grace, I don't remember her name, finds the puppet's music box and accidentally breaks the music box, leading to the puppet possessing. After this, the Fast Talker is finally activated and is leading Abby to the original Freddy Fazbear's, and there she sees Toy Chica and basically tells Toy Chica how much she missed her. Later, Vanessa goes to Mike and Abby's house where she sees the thing that Abby made. And in this, there's also a reference to Ultimate Custom Night where I will explain in a section all the references that are in this movie. Anyways, Vanessa goes to Mike to tell her what Abby told her, that she went to the original Freddy's. Mike doesn't really buy it and says that he is trying to fix Vanessa, which makes her want to break up with Mike. Meanwhile, Abby is at the robotics fair and is getting set up. And Mr. Bird comes along and is looking at Abby's science project, and then breaks it, causing Abby to go back to the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Toy Chica's there, and she says that she will be Abby's science project. The only problem is there are perimeter locks on the animatronics. So the puppet has Vanessa captured so she can tell Abby the perimeter lock code to unlock the perimeter locks. And then Corey Kenshin appears again. Meanwhile, we see Mike with Henry Emily. And Henry Emily is basically telling him about what happened at Freddy's and how William Afton murdered Charlotte. And then Henry Emily hands Mike a music box for Charlotte. Meanwhile, Abby is at the robotics fair and shows off to Chica. Mr. Bird sees it and is basically mad about it. And then we get this line of Toy Chica where she's like, I want to see what's just inside of his head. This seems to be a common occurrence in the movie. This line is used 3 times. Anyway, Toy Chica kills Mr. Bird. We could have gotten more explanation on why he hates Freddy, but no, he just hates Toto. Anyways, Mike goes to the original Freddy Fazbear and finds Vanessa being tied up. She then leads Mike to the office. You see Toy Freddy in this movie, and he is going to someone's house. And he's at Fazfest. And then he says he's gonna bite the head off instead. Meanwhile, Vanessa is trying to track down where the animatronics are so they don't attack anyone. Meanwhile, Mangle is trying to attack Vanessa. Eventually, Mike manages to turn the animatronics power off after Toy Bonnie tries to kill a kid's mother. Eventually, Mike then notices that one of them still has power on, which is Toy Chica. We see Toy Chica putting Abby to bed, and then her chest breaks, and it reveals that the puppet Marionette was inside of her. And then the puppet Marionette eventually possesses Abby. Later, Vanessa goes to Mike's house and sees that Abby is possessed by Charlotte, and eventually tries to stop her from possessing Abby. Then Mike comes in and plays the music box, letting Charlotte out of Abby. This scene is very epic. Now they get ambushed by the toy animatronics. Michael Afton comes in and he gives some speech about how he wants to pick up where his father left off at. It's also revealed that Michael Afton is Vanessa's brother, so yeah. And then Toy Bonnie gets pulled back by Foxy, and then Foxy destroys Toy Bonnie. And then the toy animatronics get destroyed by the regular animatronics. This is like some FNAF SFM regular versus toy animatronics video. There is an ending like this in the Twisted Ones book, which is a kind of stupid ending. And also this movie's ending is stupid, but it's also very funny because of it. Also in the Twisted Ones book, they have Jonesy from Fortnite in it. Eventually the original animatronics die, and then they leave the house. Vanessa wants to come with them, and then Mike breaks up with her. And then Vanessa gets possessed by the puppet, which is possibly giving us confirmation that Vanny will be in FNAF 3, the movie, not the game. Also, we get a credit scene of these guys going into a Freddy's to make a horror attraction, and they find Springtrap in there, so yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really liked it. There are problems with it still, which I'm gonna go over, but I think we should start with the pros and then go with the cons. So starting with the pros, the designs for the toy animatronics look really good. The Jim Henson Creature Shop did a really good job at it. Along with the Wither designs, they look really good. Also, if my voice sounds weird while recording this, I am sick while recording this part of the video, so yeah. I really like the bonding between Abby and Toy Chica in the movie. I thought that was cool. Also, the voice acting for the animatronics, specifically the toy animatronics, were really good. I really liked Kellen Goff's performance as Toy Freddy. The only problem that I have with it is it's kind of more reminiscent to Glamrock Freddy, because what I was expecting was a Funtime Freddy type voice.
Hey, Bonbon! I think that's the birthday boy over there! We should go give him a surprise!
Megan Fox's performance as Toy Chica was also great. She really gave Toy Chica a personality. And now we're gonna have to go on to the cons. I'd probably say the worst voice acting role was probably Matt Pat cast as Toy Bonnie. For some reason, they made his voice high-pitched. Like how he has a high-pitched voice in VR. But like, why couldn't they just use Matt Pat's regular voice? I don't care. I want to hear the theory, man. Don't worry, I already fixed it.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Sans, a skeleton named after the font Comic Sans.
So yeah, I fixed it. One of the other disappointing things that is in the movie is how much screen time the withered animatronics and Mangle get in the movie. The withered animatronics and Mangle have less screen time than Toy Chica, who has the most screen time in this movie. But I don't know, maybe the withered animatronics will appear in FNAF 3 because they were destroyed. Except Mangle. Mangle's permanently dead. Another thing is that, like, some of the movie doesn't really make sense. I'm mainly talking about how the puppet is able to possess people. Like, how are they able to do that? Is the puppet secretly Venom? Or is the puppet secretly Vecna? I don't know. Tom Game Theory should make a theory about this. Anyways, I'm done with the pros and cons. Let's go on to all the Easter eggs this movie has to offer. Now, in the movie, we get this bootleg Freddy plush that Mike clicks and then it makes the horror sound. I'm gonna play the clip.
Oh.
Now, another one of the Easter eggs is in Vanessa's dream sequence, we can see Circus Baby, which is very surprising because I wasn't expecting her to appear. But I guess if she appears in this one, she's going to appear in the third one. Another reference in the movie is the puppet, aka the marionette, saying, "I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way." This is a reference to one of her voice lines in UCN. I'm gonna play it.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Another reference to a voice line in UCN is that Abby says that Toy Freddy couldn't help with her science project because his fingers are too fat. This is a reference to this line in UCN. I'm gonna play it.
It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons.
The two final references that are in this movie is Toy Chica's beak coming off, and also Shadow Bonnie, aka RWQFSFAS Axzee, appearing in the movie. Now, I think that's pretty much done with references, so I want to talk about the merchandising for this movie. Now, you think I would talk about the Popeyes collab or the Fanta collab, but no, I want to talk about the popcorn buckets. Now, the popcorn buckets are very unique. So the drink buckets. You have Toy Freddy's head, a fast talker, this one of Freddy plush holding a pizza box, and one of the three main toy animatronics. I just have to say, something's off with Toy Chica. Now, because they are unique, this is why they are being sold for a lot of money online. Also, there was a sweepstake for the movie, so yeah. That pretty much wraps up the end of this video. Subscribe or else Nightmare Freddy will come to your house and steal your copy of Hollow Knight Silksong along with your Nintendo Switch 2. I have been Axzee, and I'll see you all next time. And Michael Afton was a great character.